Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a battle against thebluedaf, and we are having a standard monotype battle with one wildcard. If you don't know what that means, monotype is you pick a team, everyone on that team must share that one chosen type. Dual types are obviously allowed, but yeah, and wildcard means you can have that many random Pokemon. We went with one because two's a little excessive. I don't know. The main charm of doing monotype battles in Gen 4, which we actually both agreed on, was the whole your lead can be a dual type, so then your opponent doesn't know, and even if it isn't, it's like, is it their wild card or is it not? Is it like it's the mind games playing around with? They know that you have to have a monotype chosen, but it's like, yeah, and then team preview just kind of ruins any of that element of surprise and trickery and stuff like that. But it's not a big deal. So speaking of team preview, I did see he had his Magnezone, but because I also saw that his monotype was flying, I knew I'd want to get my Stealth Rocks up immediately. He doesn't really have any other special attackers other than this Magnezone. He does have one other thing, but it's not likely to be offensive. So Jirachi is basically going to do its job. It's going to get up Stealth Rocks. It's going to paralyze Magnezone. And unfortunately, I'm not going to break the sub, but I chose to go for the Wish over the substitute. I don't know, I didn't want to risk not breaking it. So I'm just going to go with my Victini, going to U-turn out, break the sub for sure, and switch out to my Latios so that he would be able to take any hit that this Magnezone is going to go for and heal up full health with that 202 HP substitute. Of course, not substitute, Wish. Of course, he's going to get fully paralyzed there. I gotta trick him. I was hoping he'd go for the substitute, trying to protect himself from whatever damage I want to try to do. But he's just gonna go for the now Specs Flash Cannon, which is another move that's fairly uncommon on Magnezones also. And yeah, so I'm gonna switch out to my Victini as he switches out to his Gyarados. Not terribly sure why. I guess he figured I'd go for the Hidden Power Fire now, but then again, he could have switched out last time, but I don't know. So yeah, I am going to go for the Fusion Bolt, just in case he wants to stay in and try and take it. I don't think he'd be able to, because I am Choice Banded. However, this Magnezone is going to take it super well, and that's basically, like, no damage. So I'm going to switch to my Mew, because at this point, it's basically useless, because he is using the Flying type as his monotype. I'm not sure if I said that. And mine is Psychic, as you can tell by having Mew, because it's, well, it could be my wild card, but as you saw, like the rest of my team is part Psychic type. So, I'm going to show him that I have Earthquake, which is very uncommon, and he was like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. Unfortunately, this thing, like I was saying, is kind of useless for this battle, because he does have Earthquake, Drain Punch, Shadow Claw, and Sword Stance. So, yeah, not exactly very useful. I don't know. I might take off Earthquake, because Drain Punch and Shadow Claw do give that unresisted coverage. Earthquake I just basically put on there just because it's a good move, and nothing else is really all that excellent on Mew as a physical attack. I could take out Shadow Claw for Sucker Punch, but then, the whole thing does still arise that I have Earthquake and Dream Punch. Anyways, it's not a very good set, but, whatever. I had fun with it. I probably should have, and I was going to bring Reuniclus, but I'm like, I'll bring a Mew, whatever. But yeah, so he's going to go to his Zapdos and Toxic me, which I guess he thought I was going to switch out. But nope, I am going to leave this Mew in to die because it's kind of useless at this point. I really knew he was going to go for the Roost, so I really wanted to go for the Quake, but of course kill him faster. That's not going to happen. And this is, by the way, the Pokemon I was referring to earlier where I said he's likely not offensive, and as you can see, he's pretty much not because he's a Roost Staller. Yeah, so my Mew dies, and that's fine, but, he got Zapdos Toxic. Yeah, so Latios is going to come in, and I'm going to Thunderbolt because it'll hurt Gyarados, and it'll hurt Staraptor, and I won't have to worry about the special attack drop. He's going to Toxic me. It's not a big deal. I don't really... Draco Meter probably would have killed. I mean, it's more than double the power. I sort of want what I wanted mainly. I didn't really care about Latios. What I wanted is to bait him into switching into Landorus here, to take the Thunderbolt. That was kind of my intention. I didn't really care if Latios got poisoned. I figured it would happen. So, you know. But that didn't happen, so that was kind of unfortunate. He's going to go into a Staraptor here. At this point, I was figuring he'd go for the U-turn because, again, I am Psychic Monotype, and that would not be good. So I brought this Lucario, who would quad resist both Dark and Bug. And that would make it a great partner for this this team. I was thinking of bringing Scizor, but I'm like, nah, I'll bring Luke. Unfortunately, he goes for the Brave Bird, which I had something to take the Brave Bird, which is his Slowbro. But yeah, so that's not very nice. I didn't get to actually use Lucario at all, but it's actually a special Lucario with Nasty Plot and 2 fighting moves, so it wouldn't have been that great again against this flying Monotype team. So he's going to go into his Gyarados, which is not a big deal. And I sort of thought he would stay in Brave Bird. That's why I went for the Slack Off, because like he has not enough HP to take Stealth Rocks. But then he's going to switch out and then come back in. I don't understand that. So anyways, he saw me use Toxic, so now he's not going to go into Gyarados because, I don't know, maybe he doesn't have Taunt or something. But yeah, he's going to go into his Skarmory. I am going to get the first turn burn. Not a big deal, just kind of save some time because that Scald is doing half, and he wouldn't really be able to stall me out. Fortunately, he's just going to Roost once just to see maybe if I change up moves or Overprotect or something. But no, I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm just staying in here. I'm going to Scald you until I get a crit. So he kind of realized that it was kind of hopeless to just sit in here and get Scalded all day. And, you know, as soon as I get a crit, he's basically dead. So he's just going to go for the Whirlwind at this turn here. Actually, it would have been funny if I had killed him with a Scald at this point, because then it would have been like... But no, he's going to live. He's going to blow me away, and I'm going to get sent into my Victini. I didn't really want to, because I was hoping Latios would come out instead, because it wouldn't take the rock damage. I mean, that was a big deal, but I would have liked Victini to not get sent in anyways. Though, I have no control over that, so that's what happened, and we'll move on. So Victini's going to go for the Zen Headbutt, because it's going to kill the Skarmory, and it's going to do quite a bit to Gyarados and his Landorus, which he has left, as you see here, for the first time, so it kind of spoiled the surprise, but that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, U-turn is going to do not a whole lot, and he's going to switch into his Gyarados, who is going to get hurt by rocks and then killed by Zen Headbutt despite the attack drop. So that was kind of, yeah. He said he was predicting the switch, but I don't know. It was kind of weird. I would have just went for Stone Edge myself. That's what I was thinking he would go for, but because it would hit Latios, who would be the likely switch in to avoid the Earthquake. Or potentially Slowbro. But you'll see it doesn't really matter because he's going to go for the Outrage, and Victini's actually going to live that because Victini's a boss, and I'm going to get off with Zen Headbutt. Totally did not matter because I still have my Slowbro at full HP. It is a fully invested defensive wall, and yeah, he was like calling for a crit the whole time. He's like crit, 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 crit. And basically halfway through this, you know, right around here, I'm like, oh, that's a crit. You got your crit. And yeah, there you can see it is a crit. So even if he was at, you know, not minus the Zen Headbutt HP, the Scald still would have probably killed. And yeah, well, I mean, if it didn't, then and he still got the crit, and he broke through the confusion and killed my Slowbro with the Outrage. Then I had just my Latios left because he's scarfed. He's out faster. He outspeeds me and he's faster. So that would have been kind of problematic, but that would have been quite a lot of hacks to have to deal with. But yeah, that was the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's fun stuff. See you guys all later. Peace out.